Hello everybody, a very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome back on day 2 of challenge uh, of 21 days. Of corporate case studies, as this is the second day, and as on first day we have discussed the largest public sector bank, that was SBI. So today we will be discussing the HDFC, the number one private bank in India, and not just, right. So this is India's largest private bank, HDFC, and the India's largest company after Reliance and TCS, right? So at the number third. So why to discuss HDFC? As I have already told you that I will be, doing case studies on companies which are more associated with finance and fintech companies. So yeah, HDFC is a big name. So today in this video we'll be knowing everything about HDFC. I have tried so much to get to know about it, and actually I have now knew that how it started and how and all that. So let's begin, right? So there are two names, that is, number first is HDFC, but in today's video we are not talking about HDFC. Remember, HDFC, we will be discussing HDFC bank. Yes, there is a huge difference in HDFC and HDFC bank. Okay. But before we talk about HDFC bank, we will first have to understand about HDFC, because HDFC was established earlier, right? Earlier than HDFC bank. Bank was established later, right? Okay, so the story begins with a very influential name, that is Deepak Parekh. Yes, this is a name which is so prominently, so well known in finance world, especially in India. He has been contributing to lot of things, even government policies. He is considered a very important person, as yeah. So Deepak Parekh has been the former chairperson of HDFC, right? Former chairperson of HDFC. Now let's talk about the bank. So in 1977, HDFC was established by Hasmukh Bhai Thakurdas Parekh, right? HT Parekh, his short name, and his nephew was has done graduation, and he went to London for CA, and he became CA. Then he started working there, and at HAM, something like that, corporation. But in India, his uncle HT Parekh thought that why my nephew is working abroad, why don't we call him and ask him to come India and help to build an empire, build an company. So he called his nephew Deepak Parekh. He came to India, and then they started together HDFC, Housing Development and Financing Corporation, right? So this is not bank, this is HDFC, which was dealing with home loans. The primary and the main work of HDFC was providing home loan. So they started providing loans, right? But the problem was that at that time, Indian citizens especially were not so kind of tend to take loans. They understood taking loan as a which is not good for finance, right? So then they thought that so home loan was they were taking, like they were not banks, so they cannot take deposits, they cannot open current accounts, saving accounts and all that, because they are not bank eventually, right? After that, Deepak Parekh put an idea before HDFC's board that why don't we you know make HDFC a bank, but their board denied the idea. But after working so hard, after convincing, board agreed, but at two conditions: that we will take license, banking license, and we will open a bank by the name HDFC, but at one condition, that you will hire a new team for that. And yes, so then they agreed, right? They decided to open a bank. They took license from the government. At that time, uh, you know HDFC was the first private bank in India, as before that only government was entitled to do bankings and all that. So HDFC was a category builder at that time, right? And yeah, so then Deepak Parekh has to hire a new team and all that. So again they called a friend at that time. He was heading Citibank in Malaysia. The name was Aditya Puri. So Aditya Puri was friend of Deepak Parekh. He called him that why don't you come to India, and please let's come here and we'll make a bank from very scratch to a higher level. So they agreed, but one condition Aditya Puri put condition, that I will be I'm with you, but only at one condition, that you won't interfere in the sense I will manage things as I want to, right? As he has a great exposure of banking and financing, as he himself was heading a bank, right? So, and Deepak Parekh agreed that okay, no problem at that at all. Then what happens is HDFC Bank was established, right? And Aditya Puri was the first CEO and the longest serving CEO of a bank, right? After that, we all know that it was very successful. There are few strategies that HDFC adopted, and then they became very successful. The largest share cap. If you will, if I give you a rough idea, so the market capital of HDFC is larger than 30 or 13 public sector banks, including SBI, which is also the largest public sector bank. So I think you can imagine that. But for digits, I will tell you that the market capital of HDFC is 14.086 trillion in Indian rupees. That counts for 14 lakh crores. And the share price of HDFC is 1766 rupees per share. And the rate of return was very, very, like it was boom. Now, what first thing, that in July 1st 2023, HDFC and HDFC Bank decided to merge, and there is a proper reason why they decided to merge. See, HDFC is a corporation, right? NBFC, which means non-banking financial corporation. So a NBFC cannot do banking functions, like they cannot deposit, they cannot take deposits, they cannot open current account. So if they cannot open current account and saving account or accept the deposits, they won't have enough money, right? As only HDFC, they will have to seek the loan from international organizations and other means, but they cannot use the very simple, very easy, very, I would say, at low cost people's money if they were a bank. So they decided to merge with a bank, HDFC Bank. So on 1st of July 2023 they merged, and After merging, they became world's fourth largest bank. Yeah. Now see, there there is one more reason in why they decided to merge. Uh, it was a fact at that time that the customers that has opened their accounts with the HDFC bank, they ask loans from somewhere else, not from HDFC. So their accounts is only with the HDFC bank, but they seek loan from somewhere else. So they thought that if we merge, you know the customers, the bank's clients will be the HDFC clients, and one more time HDFC will have the advantage of you know easy money at low interest rate. Yeah. So they merged, and now they are booming, but currently it has been seen that market share is continuously getting down. I don't know why, as I'm not a market share analyst, but this is a figure, so I thought I should share it with you. Yeah, so that was all HDFC, but one more part of this video is what's the problem. Like I don't have account with HDFC. I'm not why I have SBI, I have central bank account, but what are plus points of HDFC and what are negative points as we people experience. So firstly we will talk about the positive points. HDFC at the very first place focus on customer experience. They very closely keep an eye on customer experience. They okay. Yeah. Another thing is you can do everything related to banking online, right? Third thing, the time of processing, like you will go to a branch, then you will fill the forms and all the details. So other banks would ask you to come later, but HDFC will open your account immediately, give you the passbook, debit cards, and passbook, debit card, and all that immediately. And even if you want to if you want to apply for credit card, so they are easily approved, they are pre-approved basically. So these are the plus points, right? And no, another plus point of HDFC bank is that throughout the country you don't have to go any home branch. If you have an account with HDFC, you can visit any branch of HDFC, and your work will be done. You don't have to go your home branch, which obviously in case of other banks we have to go our home branch. Yeah. So yeah, that's plus point. Now if we talk about the negative point of HDFC, so first thing is HDFC don't open your zero balance account. No, it don't. It asks you to maintain a fixed amount in your account monthly, and they this amount vary from place to place. Like if you are living in a metro city, in a urban area, rural area, so they have their fixed amount that you have to maintain. And a second thing is they charge fees higher, right? So they charge maintenance charge yearly. And another negative point or whatever I would say to this that you won't find HDFC bank's branches at rural area. They have opened their branches to block level, not at rural area. You won't find that. So yeah, that was all. And what do you people think about HDFC? Let me know in the comment. Thank you so much. Bye bye.